Welcome along then to France, one of the great racing meccas, host of the world-famous Tour de France, and widely thought of as giving birth to the art of motor racing in the late 1800s. How far we've come since then, as this year's race gets underway. It's time, of course, for the French Grand Prix. A lap of Paul Ricard then consists of 15 corners and a total length of around 3.6 miles. Drivers will need to position their cars carefully on the exit of the flat-out turn 10, ready for the double apex right-hander at 11. Watch out for potential overtaking action at the end of the start-finish straight and into the heavy braking zone of turn 8. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Sainz, Norris, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Russell, Perez, Oldtimer, Ricciardo, and Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Mick Schumacher, Kevin Magnussen, and Bottas, Joe, Albon, Sebastian Vettel, and Oscar Piastri, Tsunoda, Latifi, Gasly. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And joining me again for the race today, Natalie Pinkham. Let's talk about Oldtimer. That was a great win in the last race, but can they keep that momentum going into this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
Alright, I think that's the first time we've ever actually been talked about in the opening ceremony, so that's pretty cool. So anyways, guys, we're Paul Ricard here in the Florida Racing Mobile, and we're going to see what we can do here, taking a look at race strategy. We got ourselves some soft tires, which more than likely are going to wear out pretty quick. Currently, the strategy shows us at, let's see here, if we can do 6 laps on that tire, I think we can do 6 laps on this. So let's push that out 1 there. I think that'd be good. Usually up. Did it move back? Nope, it's good. Okay. Taking a look at fuel. It should be good. Take that back to about there. That should be good. That gets us a little bit less weight. And then car setup. Take a look at car setup here. Looks pretty good. Reduce brake pressure just a little bit so we're not full on pressure, but I think that's what we want. Alrighty, well, I'm liking what we're seeing here, and one of my favorite tracks for sure, definitely a very fast track. That usually works out pretty good for us in Florida racing, is having a nice fast straightaway track. We've always had some issues with handling in some of the final turns before the end of the race, so that's usually a bit of an issue for us, but I think we should be able to do pretty good. So anyways, guys, welcome back to the Combustion Gamer YouTube channel, and let's get ready to go racing here with our Florida Race Mobile. And we're off here at the French Grand Prix at Paul Ricard. So Oscar Piastri didn't do too well qualifying. Ooh, make sure we don't hit the Alpine car. Want to keep our wings intact if we can. It's definitely a little bit on the shady side, which is interesting. I was expecting a little bit more sunshine. But so far, so good. Keeping it nice and clean. We'll get a little bit more space. Everybody kind of just checking up. We got a McLaren to our inside there. Give him some room to operate as we get ready to hit the straight here. So we don't have straightaway speed. We're going to use some ERS here. Hopefully get us a tiny bit of speed. Well, our stronghold is really coming into the corner very quickly and hitting the brakes late. That's kind of our strength with these tracks. And that should hopefully be able to help us out decently. We'll see how the car holds through the corner. It actually held really, really good, so definitely appreciate that. Usually need a little brake through here. But I can typically hit a little brake and I can really roll the corner on throttle which is really good. These corners right here, the next few are the ones that really get me messed up, so we'll see how well we do. But where are we at? 8th? Alright, so we haven't really moved away from where we were. A little bit wide there. It is hard passing on this track cleanly. Alright, a little bit of ERS here on the straight. That should be good. Just trying to accelerate and get away from Ricardo back behind us. Alrighty, everybody getting nice and spread out, which should now allow us for some overtaking. And we'll see what we can do. So obviously still working on our car for the year. Trying to get a good performing car for Oscar, because he's having a bit of an issue there, although he's not last, so that's good to see. But definitely need to keep on working on upgrades for him to be able to help him be a better driver. So I think we got a didn't check what we had going on from the last race, but I believe we have a development area getting worked on. Can't remember which one, but I know that we have one going on, so that should be interesting. We'll see what we got resource points at the end, and hopefully we can get some more developments in the works. Yeah, so I can roll the corners through here pretty good. The biggest thing is just being able to... Yeah, see, I can... Ooh, okay, well, we're a little bit too far on the outside there. Got to make sure that we're actually on tracks, just so we don't get any penalties going on. But I can make that overtake work, but I do... Thank you, sir. But I definitely got to make sure we do that. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, a little bit of contact there. Nothing on the wing, luckily. But everybody got messed up there by Hamilton. Nando Norris with the fastest lap. Alright, so we're going to have DRS available coming up here. Who do we got behind me? I got Perez. Okay. I was thinking it was Verstappen, but it's Perez that is behind me. Gotta make sure we're not cutting corners. That's the other thing that I have a problem at this track, is cutting corners. So just making sure we stay on the racing surface at all times. And obviously we got a pit stop coming at lap 6 with the tires. Turn off ERS. Gonna try and save a little bit more ERS this race.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second.
Yep,
of the
just
car
did.
ahead
So we're
and
good on
the
that.
DRS zone.
So we got Hamilton here directly in front of us, and then it's Russell. So currently we're kind of stuck behind him. We should be able to keep on moving forward, hopefully. Let's see here. Oh yeah, see, we're going way too far out. I just let off the throttle with that. So I will do it. I will take that pass if I can for sure be somewhat on the track. If I can't be, then we're going way too wide, and that could get us a off the track limits penalty, which we don't want. We got Russell taking on a Ferrari here. Not sure what's going on with that. A little bit of ERS here on the straight. Turn that back off.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Shouldn't be on hards. There we go. I got strategy fixed. We're back to racing on the mediums when we come in. Well, that's why I selected anyways. We'll see if the game decides to override me on that. There was, I don't know what race it was, but they switched up what tire I was supposed to be on, and that was very irritating. But I've gone back and I have switched it. You can see it right there. It was mediums as my new tire, so got that taken care of. Move it in. Alright, no cutting of the course there, so it kind of slowed up for that. I realized I was like, yep, gotta let off the throttle there. Plus also I was going straight at the cars, which wasn't a good thing. And we're going way out wide. Signs with a nice checkup. We'll see if we can get around him here. Don't want to go... With how they've been racing in this corner, we kind of want to back it up a little bit more because they've been losing it through here. So just so that we don't get ourselves into any major issues. Alright, so we got ERS and DRS running here. We can turn those off. Yep, not really a good place to get on signs here. You get on by him. Tires are starting to wear out a little bit. Don't quite have as much grip. Also, entering the corner a little bit weird too, but definitely not as much grip as there was. There we go. ERS and DRS enabled. Getting to the slipstream here. And we pass signs. Going out wide, coming back. And we got two Mercedes still in front of us there. We're definitely not as fast as the guys. We're really having to make it more of a diving it into the corner thing. Ooh, boy, we gained a whole lot of time on them there. Nice, okay. So we got, as I said, one thing that we work on is the handling of the car. And when I can get my car to do that, that is where we succeed. Because if my car can't handle the speed, then that's where we have the issue. Alright, got Russell there. He was slow. I actually got underneath him. A little bit of DRS here. Alright, so luckily teammate's already in the pits, so that's good. So he won't be we won't be double boxing on him. Very good. So Norris currently up here with the fastest lap, leading the race at the moment. Need to save some ERS here as we go wide. Having some new tires with the grip is going to be nice because these have definitely worn out. Take a look at them here. Yep, they definitely worn out a little bit more than normal. Not sure if this is an abrasive track or is it just the speed that you're turning at. It's probably the speed that we're turning at. Alright, let's see if we can get these turns perfect. Cause if we can get these turns perfect through here, that really gets us a lot of good speed here. Hit the brakes a little bit. Make sure we're not cutting the track. And we're going to go wide around the sign, back on track. Yeah, we're all over the place on that.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Go to pit road. Alright, they didn't get us out in front of Norris, which is fine. But we are fourth, so basically... Oh boy, these tires are totally different. Okay, I gotta get used to those. Gotta get them worn in. But we did beat both of the Mercedes, which is huge. Oh, good. Not, yep, grip, no grip, lack of grip. I've not driven these tires this weekend, so we gotta get used to that. But totally different feeling race car right now. So currently we need to save up some ERS.
Look after these tires now.
Correct.
Finish the race on this compound.
Really good. But yeah, we gotta save some ERS here, which is hard on a straight track. You want to use it as much as you can, but you need to be able to save it just a little bit. So we gotta get these tires warmed up and worn in, so that we can be a little bit more aggressive with the tires. So we'll see how they come together here. Hopefully they'll work out good. A little better through that turn there. A little bit cleaner. Slipping inside a little bit there with these medium compound tires as they haven't worn in yet. So I got to get these up to peak temp. Yep, a little bit too close to corner cutting there. Gotta watch that. Use a little bit of ERS on this straight here.
Okay, we're monitoring some wear on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
That's a little bit of wear getting monitored. Not too bad though. Should be good. Looks like we're catching these guys somewhat. I'm not sure what compound... yeah, everyone went with the mediums. So I'm not sure why they wanted us to go to hards. That did not sound like a good strategy call to me. And I don't think it was. Ooh, we got a little bit of yellow going on. Looks like whatever that was got cleaned up, but there's some yellow back on the track. It's not totally sure. That was really close to corner cutting. Gotta watch out for that. Don't need a 3-second penalty to pop up and ruin where we're at. Use a little bit of ERS right here, just so we can stay in touch with these guys.
And the gap behind us is 2.8 seconds.
Yeah. Alright, very good. So we're really fast through these sections right here, which is really good. Definitely like that. Use a little bit of ERS through here, so I think we're on pace to make the fastest lap at the moment. Wide. We'll get some DRS right here. Fastest lap of the race right there. That is what we want to see. That's an extra point. Very much needed. Oop. Almost got hit by Leclerc there. We're trying to get around him. Alright, we got around. I almost went around Norris because he's slow for some reason. They might be saving their ERS at the moment is what's going on. Not totally sure. Alright, try and get into the slipstream here. Use some ERS to try and fight off Leclerc. Let him have that spot back just so that we don't get tangled up, because we're this close to the end of the race, I don't need any tanglements to happen with the wheels and tires popping off or anything like that. And we're able to get back, we should be able to get back around him. But yeah, they're definitely faster with aerodynamics. Ooh, boy, wow, came in there really good. Yep, alright, nice move around him on the top. Stayed on the track for the most part that time, so I like what we're seeing there.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
Alright, so we got back around Leclerc with those brakes. We just coasted through that turn. Ooh. Nice little block from Norris there.
Okay, that's us with 5
Alright,
laps
so
of
we're
fuel
good on
remaining.
fuel.
5 laps of fuel left.
Yep, it's just I'm sending it in there and I don't have enough space with Norris, so I need to back it up a little bit more. So I can get a good run at him at some point here and get around him. See, he is currently blocking me here. Get right in the slipstream. Alright, he was nice to actually not send it in there with me underneath him. So definitely appreciate that. So currently we're second, and these medium tires are coming alive. Ooh, Norris gaining a little bit of time on me through the straight there. As I said, we don't have the straight speed car that we could use. We don't have speed in general, honestly. But I got the handling, which is really what's helping me out here. Is being able to get the car to do what I want it to in the turns. And that's helping me run down these guys. So different philosophy, but so far results seem to be working pretty good. Yeah. Right, no DRS this time by. Currently still have the fastest lap, which is nice.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 25.
Alright, so he's pretty far back there then. Right, we need to save some ERS here. Use a little bit of ERS just to get up to speed. Catching up to Verstappen here. Woo, woo. Hit the bumps there and got a little bit loose. Not too bad though.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more.
Plenty fuel. Always good to know. Ooh, we had a really good roll pace through there. Just able to roll up to him. So the rolling of the corners, I can do that really well. Which is definitely nice. Got a little bit of DRS here. That's not going to help us too much, though. I'm going to save our ERS for the last lap here. I'm going to try and be a little bit patient, although we could have really dive bombed him there. That probably would have given us a pretty good lead. As both I and Verstappen here are separating ourselves from Norris. Ooh, ooh, ooh. He didn't quite get to the throttle there. That almost gave me a really good chance. Just wasn't quite enough room for me to throttle up there. Alright, we got DRS here. Gonna have a whole nother lap to get him after this one, so we're not trying to be crazy. Oop, Norris is closing in a little bit, looks like. Use a little bit of slipstream if we got any. Also, I think we went with a different setup as well. We went with the speed setup, whereas everyone else went with speed and a little bit of downforce.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
That was way too wide. Alright, there's going to be a lap to get it done. A little bit of ERS, a little bit of DRS. Save the ERS.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
Alright, see what we can do here on Verstappen. Haven't been one to push it for a mistake. Yeah, really close, outside, 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 outside. Inside. Alright. Oop. If he had gone to the, if he had really cranked it, he could have gotten to my right side there. Alright, now he's got DRS on me. We'll just let him pass and we'll dive bomb. Oop. Yep. Just enough speed to get it. And that was almost an illegal overtake there. Right, he's got speed, that's for sure. But I should be able to get him through these turns here, hopefully, as long as the tires don't decide to give out on me suddenly. Nice on the brakes. Throttle, 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 throttle. Yep. Excellent rolling of the turn. We can't go wide this time. We gotta stay nice and tight here. Ooh, he's scented back there. Saw that. Nice and easy. Way too wide. ERS. Go, 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 go. And we're good. Now we get it. Nice.
Absolutely awesome. Just amazing, mate. Well done.
A hard-fought win today then, after a very difficult race. So Natalie, what do you think helped them deliver this result?
I think we'll chalk this one up as a deft touch on the brake pedal. That's allowed them to challenge down the inside in the braking zones, and ultimately, if you do that often enough, you'll end up winning the race. It was great to watch as well, wasn't it? Forget strategy, forget tyre management. Who doesn't love a good old-fashioned scrap?
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way onto the podium now. So let's see what effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. Max Verstappen should be pleased with his performance, making gains at the top of the table. So then, Natalie Pinkham, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Old Timer. They fought so hard and had incredible pace at times, so I don't think anyone did a better job today.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. And pulling further ahead in the standings, it's Red Bull. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Alrighty guys, so taking a look here, we got ourselves the fastest lap of the race, and that's really because we were able to roll those corners so well, which really helped us out. We got an extra point, and definitely nice to be able to get that taken care of, getting another win. That helps us out a whole lot. See where Oscar stayed about the same place. He lost one position to an Aston Martin, which we kind of would have expected, I believe, but did a pretty good job today, all things considered, as he's running better than our former teammate for sure. So that's definitely helpful to see. Taking a look at those standings, though, we jump up one in constructors over, or actually one over drivers over Lando Norris. So that is huge benefit right there. Is 103, so we're currently 7th in the driver standings, and we're currently 5th in constructor standings. So that is really, really good, and that's what we want to see. So we got things to take care of back at the office, so we will get ourselves thumbnails, pictures, and promotional whatchamacallits, and then we'll see you back there. Alright guys, so taking a look at what we got going on, we got a pretty quick turnaround straight to the Hungarian Grand Prix, but we got a few different things that we got. We can help the durability department. We got a podium celebration. We'll definitely do that and help the morale. And then we have driver promotion, filming, or we got second drive external training. We would definitely work on that, help out Oscar Piastri there. We got ourselves 1.29 million in the bank, so I don't think there's anywhere we can really spend that money. Marketing we could definitely use to spend some in here and be able to help us out with claiming activities and whatnot. Taking a look at personnel training, we could definitely use to spend some money in here. Some good pit equipment would also be helpful for the team as well to help us quicken up here. Power, pretty good. We got quality control. That's what's coming July 31st. I knew there was one of those. Alright, we got ourselves 1,400 resource points in the bank. Take a look at what we got going on in chassis. We got an unknown part for brakes. Interesting. We got ourselves a plank, which is the entire part of the basic part of the chassis. That would help us out with what? This is weight redistribution, so that would help us out. We also got engine cover, and that's distribution. Then we also have cable assembly, and this is for rate reduction and engine cover rate reduction as there. So, is this minor or major? Can't tell. And then we got tire blankets. That helps with tire wear, so that's also important. We got ourselves some engine development going on. We've got the magnetic compound that we could work on. We got reshaped combustion chamber. Those coming in through Ford, so they're working pretty hard with us on that. Ooh, we got our rear wing upper done. Okay, cool. So we got side pods we could do. We also got nothing in DRS. We got front wing adjuster bracket. That's got 1 day to go. And we got diffuser, refined straight positions. Those are available to be redone. So that's for rear downforce. Okay, good to know. We do need to work on chassis some more. So let's get some, let's see here, the plank. This would go from August 21st to the 5th of September. This would go from the 2nd of August to August 25th. Interesting. Okay. So let's go with... That's weight reduction. Tire blankets. We'll go with rate redistribution. That'll help with handling. I'm pretty sure this is a major development here. Yeah, it's a major. So if we try to rush it, that's 45% failure currently, and we are pretty far behind on other teams on that, so that would help us to bump up a little bit over Williams, or close to AlphaTauri, so that would be good. So let's try and rush that and see if we can get that done before the Belgian Grand Prix. So that uses up all our resource points. Let's see here. Got all that taken care of. We're going to go to corporate here, and we are still locked out of getting another sponsor, which would be extremely helpful. Driver perks, let's see here, we could upgrade driver claim, we could upgrade engine wear reduced by 20%, which sounds like that would probably be helpful, and resource income will be boosted by 25%. That would also be helpful. Both of those would be very helpful. I think we have enough to do power mapping upgrade for ourselves, and also get ourselves a 25% boost on resource points would be helpful for the team. So we kind of invested in ourselves there just a little bit, but I think that should help us out a little bit more down the line. So moving forward, we got front wing adjuster, all those taken care of. We also got second driver external training done. Alright, so Hungarian Grand Prix, one of the tightest circuits, if I remember correctly. Not obviously not a street course, but pretty tight of a road course style. Lots of technical and definitely a good amount of places that you can get spun out. But it's a fun track. But haven't driven it in this particular game yet, so that will make things interesting. But anyways, guys, that's up next. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys here next time on the Combustion Gamer YouTube channel with Florida Racing in F1. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.